Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for coming and visiting the channel. This is Sunday 7. I'm Sunday 7, and this is AN-T-NEES, the Honky Tonk Chronicles. I'm so glad to see you all again and be talking with you. Today, I am going to do some beef ribs. It is podcast filming day for Night Nurse Davis and Deja Vu. And typically, the filming is done here at my home. So I've taken on the task of making a meal for the crew when they come over. Because they film kind of late. It's about 6 p.m. in the evening when they do it. So I said, you know what? I'll just start making a dinner for the team when they come over, and that way, you know, they'll have something to eat afterwards. So again, today we're doing beef ribs. My very first time doing them, y'all. I'm typically doing ribs, it's pork. But I said, you know what? I want to do something a little bit different than pork today. And I decided to go with the beef ribs. So I'm going to bring you down and show you the ribs that I've washed and cleaned. And then I'm going to pat them dry with a paper towel to get all of the excess water off of them. And then we're going to rub them up with a good little mixture of spices that I've put together. And then sit them in the refrigerator for about an hour, just to let those spices marinate into them. And then after that, I'll be bringing you back and showing you the process of getting them into the oven, because they're going to be oven baked. Getting them into the oven, and then they've got to slow cook for about 3, close to 4 hours, so they'll be tender. All right, so just hang in there with me. I'm going to bring you down so you can see the process of me getting them all rubbed down and covered and into the refrigerator to sit for about an hour. All right, I'll be right back with you. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we are back, and I have you down here, and you see the beef ribs that I've done. And as I stated, I still need to pat them dry just a bit. I'm going to get paper towel and go ahead and still pat them down a bit to get some more of that water off of them. But they've been thoroughly washed, cleaned up real good. Now what you're looking at is about, hey, we've got about 10 people we're feeding today. So I've got close to maybe 6 to 8 pounds here in this pan, okay, that we're going to cook up today. And trust me, it will get eaten up. I always like to cook a little bit extra for the group because they come hungry. They look forward to whatever meal that I'm going to prepare that day, and they come hungry. And I want them to come hungry. I want them to come hungry, and I want them to be able to take some home with them. So I always fix enough for them to do a carry out. All right, so let's get into getting these ribs rubbed down. Again, these are beef ribs. We're going to start out with some of our seasoning. You see what I've done here. I've got a couple of things in here. This is a mixture of salt, pepper, and a little bit of smoked paprika that I've mixed together here. And we're going to use a little bit of liquid smoke on them, give it that smoky flavor. And then we're going to rub just a little bit of oil on top of the ribs, but we're going to do the oil rub first. So this is just a simple vegetable rub of oil that I'm going to drizzle over the ribs and just kind of work that into them really good. All right, so we're going to do that first. Y'all see I got my little darn gloves on. I told you I'd put them on when I'm feeding, you know, a few more people other than just my family, and that's going to be the case today. I'm going to have quite a few folks over here. So I said, let me go and put these gloves on so people don't think I'm a scumbag and handling stuff with my bare hands. So I got them gloves on, y'all. All right, we got this oil into them pretty good. All right, next I am going to do the liquid smoke. Give me a moment here, y'all. Get it opened up real good. Just bear with me. All right, got that liquid smoke. I'm gonna drizzle some of that over the top. Yeah. Ooh, I am going to really enjoy this. Like I said, this is my first time with this whole beef rib thing. Now let's rub-a-dub and get that all mixed into the bones. Get that smoke put in there. Let me tell y'all something. That liquid smoke is going off. It smells so good. That smells so good, y'all. All right, now let's get our spices on there. And y'all know I don't do no recipes and all that stuff. I just bring y'all along with me to show you what I'm doing. Hey, there's plenty enough cooks out there on YouTube doing this stuff. I don't need to be one of those people because that ain't my thing. I just like sharing my journey of what I'm doing with my family, what I'm doing in my garden, the travels and stuff we do. This ain't about me being no cook with recipes and giving y'all recipes. This is really just a fun thing for me. All right, we're getting all that rubbed in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Get that rubbed in, rub it in, rub it in. Get that nice rub, those spices rubbed in really good so they can sit and marinate for a little while. Shake just a little bit more on there. I didn't do a whole lot, so I might as well use it all up. There we go. Okay. And my objective is to make sure these are so juicy and tender, falling off the bone. That's what we want. That's what we want, y'all. We want these bad boys to fall off the bone after they cook. All right, so there we go. Got them all rubbed up. And now we're going to cover them with some foil and put them in the fridge for about an hour. Just let that rub marinate on into that meat. And then after that, we're going to put them in the oven and just let them cook away slowly for about close to 4 hours. Okay, there we go. Get them covered up good. And there y'all have it. These are going into the fridge for an hour, and then after that, I'll bring you back and show you me putting them into the oven for the cooking to begin. All right? Y'all stick around. Y'all stick with me. We doing this thing today, okay? All right. We'll be back. Okay, y'all, we are back. It's been an hour that our beef ribs have been sitting in the refrigerator, marinating with that rub on them. And so now it's time to go into the oven, and that's where they will stay for about 3.5 to 4 hours. The oven has been preheated, so they're going into a preheated oven of 375 degrees. Okay, so let's go ahead and get them in there. Put them on in there. And that's where we're going to let them stay again for about 3.5 to 4 hours, slow cooking until they are nice and tender and juicy for us, okay? So once we get that all done, I'll take them out and put a nice little sauce on top of them. Put the oven on a broil setting and put them back in there for about 10 minutes to let the sauce kind of crust over or cook on the ribs, and then we'll take them out and show you how tender they are, all right? But about 3.5 to 4 hours, and we'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all, I am back, and as you can see, I have taken the ribs out of the oven, and they are, oh my goodness, I can't even tell y'all, they are delicious and are so tender and juicy. I mean, let me just show you. Look at that. Look at that. Just pull right off the bone, y'all. Right off the bone. I'm so proud of myself. Like I said, my first time doing this, and it turned out really well. So now the next step is just for you to put your favorite barbecue sauce on them, if that's what you want to do. If not, then you good to go. But I am going to brush these with a little bit of sauce. And this sauce is a mixture of some sauce that Mr. Ralph put together and one that I already had. And I mixed it because I didn't have enough of his for this whole pan. Okay? But yeah, I'm just going to brush that on there real good. And after I finish that, we'll put them back into the oven on broil for about 10 minutes to let that sauce crust over on them. And then we'll take them out and we're ready. But y'all, look at that. And they are delicious. I'm serious. I did not think I was going to be able to pull it off. Like I said, my very first time doing beef ribs, and they turned out stupendous. And I am so glad that I did beef ribs because we got some family over that don't really do pork. So that turned out just amazing. All right, so I'm going to finish brushing this on, and then we're going to get them back into the oven and go from there. And we'll let some of the family try them out and let you know what they taste like. But hey, I'm proud of them. My sis just walked in. She's the chef, y'all. She can cook her tail off. But she camera shy. Her is camera shy. So, but yeah, she does a lot of baking and cooking. And I'm going to tell y'all, make you hurt yourself. All right, so I've already got the oven on broil. And like I stated, we're going to put them back in for about 10 minutes. And then take them out, and they should be good to go. All right? And we will be back and show you the final product. All right, y'all, finished product. Look at that. This is the finished product with the sauce on there. Y'all see how good that look? That sauce done just crusted over on the top, and I'm showing y'all, look how tender that is. Juicy, 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 right off the bone. Right off the bone. Look, my sister-in-law, she inspecting, okay? She checking it out. How it look like I did?
Good.
You can talk. You ain't on film.
It looks good.
You like how that? Did I
Yes.
do all right?
You did great.
I told them this is my first time with beef ribs.
It's so tender.
Girl, look at that how they.
Ooh,
Ooh-wee.
suck it, duck it.
Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's the finished product. And we are done. We're going to get our sides together. We won't show that part. I just wanted to feature these ribs today, these beef ribs. And it looks like we get a grade A on them. Okay. But again, thank y'all for stopping by and checking me out with this one. This is Sunday 7 with AN-T-NEES. I got a few more people showed up, so we getting ready to feast. But it's been my pleasure sharing this with you all today. Y'all have a good one. And again, as always, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think just from looking at it. All right? But that's going to do it for today. And peace out, y'all.